Hey there, middies. This is Scary Scouts and Pirates of the Caribbean Film Series here. So today is Saturday, May 19th, 2018 today. So I switched it up then about for yesterday about from Thursday to about May 17th. So not on 16. So we're gonna continue on Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. So the first thing we talked about incidents of 2015 on dinosaurs and the humans. So in June 20th, 2015 today, incidents are irrenunciable. So apparently one of the things that importantly about for the 2013 the Dominus Rex, what are the siblings on those that hybrid dinosaur, the DNA, and it was also opening a plug on the baby Irex. Apparently, it must have tall like Rogops, Cocodontosaurus, Gargantosaurus, Acrocanthosaurus, Allosaurus, Spinosaurus, and Baryonyx, and maybe contemporarily Allosaurus. Maybe much like taller like the Tyrannosaurus Rex. It was thinking about the hybrid the park attraction on the park is open in Nuplar. It's also to do the right across the ocean for Costa Rica and from Mexico and United States in America. It was a feel like about 20,000 people came into nearby somewhere that attracts about millions of views about the dinosaurs. Even heard about herbivores and carnivores, including hybrid new dinosaurs. I was heard about an opening of the sibling out about the Irex's siblings. The Dominus Rex was seemingly temporarily nearby two brothers. So we were headed to our airport to Costa Rica first, into the cruise ship to sail through the air Nublar. Second grade was taught us about flying by advisor or coordinator to Zara Young, and she thinks about thinks about this great excitement to see the beautiful life on the park's attraction is open. With it 3 years ago, Claire Deering was work on it, the park's attraction on the commentators. When this seems looks at the hibernation of the dinosaurs, the Dominus Rex lives in it 65 million years ago on a special guest stars. So why is that Irex looks at the long arms and three claws all over like the bite like a tiger, leopard, and lion, and the mountain lion, bear, Smilodon, and saber-toothed cats, sword-faced bear, Arctodus, and mankind about woolly mammoth. It was hard for really think about who tries out to think about some behind the scenes under the IMAX experience under the theaters. Three years ago for the last time, it was a failure. It was a failure wanted to do tranquilize on the hybrid dinosaurs. He died. She dies over in the water, the Blue Lagoon, killed by Mosasaurus. It was a thing. It was a have a thing. It was to have a Claire meets Gray, love of the her two of the brothers meets aunt, and advisor Zara was continually to be on the tour girl. She totally calls to find out to Simon Miswani, and the process to the chopper arrives there on the Iris paddock, and the worker was very sick. She would she temporarily toxic vomited this crap in this the high grounds and grass. They have no idea where the iris's meat came from, and they knew from the carnivores that somebody's getting threw up with puke, and you meaning sometimes apparently who will do something if most is there have for the caught out of the ballot something if you most we could try out to explanations for the Dino crisis about projects. So when they hear you are, so they did not know the IRS was called the hide and seek under the deleted scenes. Then lottery customers and one of the girls Vivian, and she works on the computation to all the security cameras. There are lots of peoples and dinosaurs. Looks like about the animals there in about 65 million years ago. Earth was in the 2015. If it wasn't to have a be called herbivores and carnivore skeleton. If that means you heard about lots of really good skeletal system of the dinosaurs. If they want to make the heard about the Irex goes to becomes hide and seek. When it scratches its back, when it scratches the wall in the paddock, they were saying she was fantastic.
Low battery.
So one and a half Irex's eyes was so yellow turns to the whole folded black. And that could means too, and she definitely villainess of the dinosaurs. She could try out to kill siblings, and she knows that what happened to them. She's kill her siblings, her alone. Owen Grady works at the Raptor squad named Charlie, Echo, Delta, and Blue. The four of the teammates. T Raptors. They're most of them like in the game times, and they ice up there, and because ice on him up here. He recently have a good job there, and he did what he could most of the great job there, but and that means too. Vic Hoskins was consideration to conversation to why is the raptor being attacked the humans. So why they know, and you mean sometimes I just have the guy while the worker guy was get the pigs running when the blue was eating the pig. That one guy's follower to the raptor paddock, and Grady was saving each other. They stopped the three of them, and they said don't shoot, and he says don't shoot them, don't shoot the raptors. He says Tam, and it says Tam still. He gets only. But it says good. So apparently, and it just trusted us. The black dudes just closed down the gates, but only just escaped from the paddock, and he's doing his job. He's trying not to scare. He's trying not to came into the scare away by raptor, and that's what he says, and that's really scarier. Continue on Gray, Zack and Gray, and with Zara was on the pets like a baby gallimimus, baby apatosaurus, baby triceratops, and stegosaurus was younger than the medium, and Parasaurolophus was in the medium too, was taller than the younger. One of the 5 and 14-year-old kids just literally see that funny they make a fun of it that baby Apatosaurus was newborn for his female and male Apatosaurus was larger than bigger than the Jurassic period. Then it discovers to be friend of the Diplodocus, Brontosaurus, Barosaurus, and Supersaurus, and Camarasaurus and Brachiosaurus. The much like heard about really new, and so I do have discovered to the Tyrannosaurus Rex kingdom when Zach was followed Gray to see the T Rex kingdom, and when the girl throws the flare with the goat, and the Rexy tries to eat the one goat at a time, and he ate it. She's ate it, and Zach called his mom. Was she going to? Claire didn't make it to behind the scene what was going up to, and she calls she calls Zach and Gray's mom to talk to it about really dangerous story about carnivores of the dinosaurs carnivorous dinosaur almost able to escape. It was sort of dangerous, but he heard about the park should be no idea. They have no idea what they heard about the dino, what it got Helder can heard about it, you know. And she cries about very dangerous. Zach Gray was going out of there. Zach Gray, what was about needs to be on somebody's get it hurt them. That could cause trouble. And when Claire drives to meet Owen, Grady was considered to the relationship to echo Charlie Delta and Blue, and it was even though the good pet the Raptors. So one of the thing about the 4 of them females, they all females. He was born in about 5 years ago. When Claire was to figure it out, they're driving back to the Irex paddock. It looks like about the breaking news about Irex and claw marks, and it was going claw marks. And she hides and seek, and it scratches about 3 times and 4 times in each. And she ever scratched the wall on the paddock, and she tries to break his glass, and she'll never know. She's still hide and seek. He gets the feeder, the meat feeder, and the big giant meat. There's no Irex in there. They mostly be called Irex's Cluck. They're called Cluck. Hide and seek Cluck. So one or two workers with Owen was find the Indominus was very 3 people in there. Lowry says he just have the bad news to where is it came at. They're not supposed to be coming in about they're trying to sniffing in. If they run, they'll eat it. They'll kill the she'll kill them. She'll find out. She'll eat it. She'll kill the sport for any time. So many Indominus is back again, and she chases Owen out of this escape from the Irex paddock, and she breaks out. And she hides at the truck, and one of the big fat dude was a little bit scarce. Um, he brutally eaten and killed, and he just he just walk a crawl hiding there, and he just hunting and sniffing, and he just flee away. He just they're just made to genetic hybrid of a dinosaurs. And she tells Owen, she tells back to Claire, what the hell is this going on, you know. After the mosasaurus feeding show today, so with the feeder of the great white shark, was it having a good to kill by AC kill by the man sea hunters. The reason is most are ate sharks, and she feeds the shells, and she splashes on the man's water, splashing the man and the woman's on seated. They're like for like 5,000 people. They're taking the seat, you know. So even though most of the sort of shows about the Blue Lagoon, like the sea monsters, most of it included the enemies here are the Pleurodon, Megalodon, sperm whales, and the Kraken. Zachary was gonna awesome. She was heard about Zachary is just going to. Zach saying he doesn't matter his brother did, you know. He doesn't have a choice for the Gray did, and he was certainly crying where he got home, and he doesn't want to spend a night here in about 2 weeks. He'll be gone about 2 months. You know, he doesn't have to grow. He just have to need to two of them just grow up and about talked about it in the train, talked about it sometimes. You know, two of them fell behind from Sarah, and during the process. And Claire was continuing to calm them, and Owens confronts Claire at what is going up to, and they call it ACU troopers to hunt it down to the Irex. When the Stegosaurus, Apatosaurus, and Pachycephalosaurus sometimes would be saved. Sometimes, you know, just to have to kill the spores there, and they're trying to hunt her, and she rushes them, and she could camouflage, and she drop it to the blood with the beepers did, and she literally killed the troopers. There's no reason. So one of the casualties, all the troopers just wounded or killed or retreated. The Irex was hurt. The Irex was eating or kill him. They do. She will always do hybriding of the dinosaurs. She kills with the claws, like powerful jaws and claws, like a powerful ever to be heard about for Titan think about the dinosaurs. ACU troopers was considering to all killed, all wounded, or casualties. That kind was really caught about on the tape. It was a caught on tape, so it was an unhelpful. When the Irex was saying when the I was saying by Owen, he literally he's saying about the Martha last word says, there's anyone about the words, there ain't no dinosaurs. So because every time much as unlike that, I know the Gyrus they're right, the Gyrus feared he looked at the three girls in there, and the Gray was a stare. The Gray's Zach was staring at him, stare at her. He says, "Good job," you know. The two of them are going to ride together. The gyrosphere, the gyrosphere. One of the worker, the gyrosphere dude was calling in to the reference to the evacuate to tell them to the ride is closed. Everyone proceeded to moderate to override. The override was considered a punishment, and mankind, you know, he's sort of confused. And Zach and Gray were having fun today to see most of the to see Apatosaurus, Triceratops, Stegosaurus, Parasaurolophus, and not to see Gallimimus and the Kylosaurus still inside of their the forest and Nublar's forest. And and she seems right up to together. Jimmy Fallon was overreact to Jurassic Park. The park is closed. The ride is closed. And they just literally having fun today. What that means too. When the ride is faster, the herbivores run into panic altogether. Maybe Claire just looked at the one of the kids, one of the kids and children's, and she called Sarah Zach and Gray still in there. Maybe she said she's not in that she would be running around. When Owen just confronted security guard black dudes, and she might have to really danger in there. They're still out there, and they're still in the gyrosphere. She continually to be dangerous. All of their time, all of their hurt is really due. And Claire Owen has to find Zach and Gray has to be get problems. And there's a 5 Kylosaurus territory, and Zach and Gray was look on the window there like circles. When the silent was stand up, their dominance was roar, and he fights back to Kylo was even temporarily break his neck, and he gets rolled over to right or left oblique spines and like it spikes, and one of the casualties, one the Kylo killed, and he crushes half of the left eye was like a T-Rex do. Because anytime Zach and Gray was panicked to running to escape from I-Rex, and they're jumping to the waterfall, and they're fleeing. On the scenes, on her alternately, she didn't need it. She killed him for sport for 6 a pack of the Apatosaurs. She hide and seeks. Sure as not, she's back again. Apatosaur 6 Apatosaurs was killed by Indominus Rex. When a half of the Apatosaurs, Parasaurolophus, Stegosaurus, and Triceratops runs away from I-Rex. What a couple of the things about last 15 minutes ago. When the I-Rex was casualties to the 6 Apatosaurs was she was wounded, and they were been wounded. When the larger sauropods was wounded, she can 6 of them, so it's 6 of it of death. So why the Apatosaur was scratching over the Apatosaur's body. And when Owen and Claire was too easy as that thing is, and they didn't really care about the 5 of them. They know better at that. They know each other. By the way, Hawkins just called the engine soldiers and employers in security investigation. While the 4 Raptors there, and that black dude just called Owen is going on. Owen dude was going up to, and let's see kind of what's up to the I'll be right back. Back at time, guys, buddy. So if you watch this on continue on, watch this today. So apparently Owen and Claire just tracking from Zack and Gray was jumped into the waterfall to explanations later. If they find Zack and Gray to willing to do to name it destroyers on a ACU trooper's truck, ACU's truck, it's been destroyed by the Indominus Rex, and they were saying why Zack and Gray was every mysterious on the old one to be parked inside. There must just be like about 65 million years ago. They're like some like that, and about very bad news. The idea of saying, you know, it must have been not the games. He just find his parks old parks car with the Jeep. If it does matter about the driver's test what Zach did, you know Owen and Claire was fine to here in the drive, and to back to the park's attraction. And Hoskin goes me to Miss Ronning, and every news to all of the casualty to killing the two girls by IREX. When the process was every news to killing each other on the Gyrus ride was destroyed. So before any time, and one of the 10 guys was killed by IREX. It just have the casualties. They just might get 20,000 people in 20,000 of them the people in there. He says there's no way to go. He says she was killing machine. She would have to remain charged. She would have to remain sedated or tranquilized. Allowed it several times. When Hassan led Miss Ronnie to the chopper to hunt IREX, and Zach Gray was driving with a Jeep, and Owen and Claire was running inside to and saying they're gone now. She was driving back to the park attraction. She was driving having fun. They were driving having fun. They heard the IREX was stomping, and he just sniffed slow. It growls really slow, then ferocious. And they escape from the old park inside, and sometimes from old visitor centers was very destroyed by 22 years ago. Dinosaurs, if you heard about 1993, and sometimes most of them on the parks anyway, that will have to be discovered. And most of they do. Most of them heard about them. Heard about she did. She heard the chop. She was a chopper. She would run away for machine helicopter to with the machine guns, and she calls Larry. She just ACU chopper just went to the fly out to Miss Ronnie did, and but she flies to the Pteranodon and Dimorphodon Avery. Where IREX was breaking out for the Avery's glass, and she scares the flying dinosaurs away to fly over to and the parks attraction that sometimes she could literally destroy the chopper, and Miss Ronnie is dead, and then she was casualties for a million times. She was over about several times a day when the Pteranodon and Dimorphodon just flying around to scare the people away, to take cover, and to call anyway the ACU trooper to tranquilize, to sedate a pteranodon, and she grabs Sarah with his foot, and she saw Sarah with the handle foot, and she falls about Lugan's water, and she flies through underwater, and she gets eaten by Mosasaurus, and she literally nearly dead. So apparently they're shooting the Pteranodon and Demophodon. One of the casualties, just all of the 15 people wounded or not dead, not dead. And that means Claire saves Owen from Demophodon biters. He kisses her, and she found Zack and Gray, and Zara was gone until not her to make it. So apparently the injured guys was leaving to on the parts all of the duties to the new sign on a new sign that the side B was on the way to temporarily mention the Arizona. One of the side B for the injured orders for Hoskins, and one of the the Raptors like the Irex. Owen was mad at them for the thing Hoskins did, and they're driving to meet back to the Owen. He punched he punched Hoskins on it. And they were for the four Raptors. Claire was considerate to the Vic Hoskins was very crazy. They've been a cruise ship. They're leaving about last couple of things about few days ago. So one and a half the Raptors heard about him. They heard of me before sometimes Owen smacks back to the blue was take it easy. You know, Zachary was the alpha females. They all are alpha females, not a male. You know, and they were supposed to do something. Nothing the seatbelts there. There's a ACU trucks, and they're just like the ambulance. And Zachary Gray was talked about one of the kids and the Halloween stuff was scary, and they were being funny there. That says we all do it together. So no matter what, no matter what, no matter what, no matter what. So Owen, so Owen and the guys and there's engine soldiers was find a way to the four raptor find a way to Irish by Velociraptor. He opens to the Ford cage. He runs on it with the Irex. They're saying they're driving around to the path that follows called hiding scene from the Indominus. They stop right there. They're waiting for a signal where the Iris came by. He meets for a four Raptor squad, and he sent back. He was that things called Raptors. He says light it up, engage. They're just gunfire. He just gunfire for the Iris. Raptor squad was run out to turn heel, and they literally just have wanted to kill the injured soldiers stuff each other, and Charlie was die over exploded by bazooka by injured guy, and if that thing was in a time to see the three more. That thing was driving back to the park's attraction to the Raptors chase. It wasn't that bad choice to the Raptors things call and family did. You know, Many sometimes the three raptors do wanted to call casualties people and they know what happened there. When the new visitor center was leaving to the attraction to evacuate it, so Hoskins was last words about hybriding scientists, intelligence, even though exactly what he said talk about the dinosaurs. That knows about the franchise, even though the paleontologist. When Echo was biting his Hoskins arm, she just killed him. The Hoskins is dead. You know, you know the he knows about the praying for the casualty. One of Zachary, Claire, and Owen was surrounded by three Raptor squad for Echo, Delta, and Blue, and they stop. They're taking easy. With the Iris is back and unwelcome to the park's attraction. The process, she hits Blue, and the two of them are brutally for Irex's blood and bleeding, and he shoots to the larger hyper-rating carnivores. That dinosaurs, that really must there also to be better than somehow. And Claire was needed teeth the 88th. Waxy will be released by Claire. Laurie was press the button to open the paddock up there like garage, and Irex just killed Delta and Echo, and just one more left. When the T-Rex was released from the kingdom, Waxy was released from Tyrannosaurus Rex kingdom, and Claire was followed by Tyrannosaurus. She just slow motion. Even the face-to-face of hybridated dinosaurs, the Indominus Rex, that hurts about like taller than a T-Rex, like 18 feet, and she knows about 22 feet for the Irex. And the T-Rex and Irex fight each other, other than the Rex, and when she takes Rexy down to the ground, and she barely bites off her neck, and she blues cowing Irex, and she still laughs brutally when Rexy was bites Irex's neck with hybridated dinosaurs. The Irex was they're fighting each other. They're like some brutally like Spinosaurus and T-Rex. When now T-Rex and Indominus Rex was fighting over with Raptors was ally each other. T-Rex and Raptors good heroes. The hybrid Irex was the villain, and she nearly throw down to the cage to Blue Lagoon. And the Mosasaurus bite down the Indominus Rex to underwater. She barely ends dead, you know, and they knows Rexy and Blue was thanking together so much. So she walks over her escape from park's attraction. Blue was flee away from the park attraction. Laurie was leaving the worker space to side A. And the day in the morning, so they call U.S. Army and engine. A lot of people and leaving there. They're called parents. They're called second grade parents. They're sad about know to each other. They'll be okay. And Claire Owen was continuing to survive, and for the last thing said about the park is closed, and T-Rex is back to the kingdom of Nublar. Dinosaur wins. T-Rex wins. Blue wins, and they were enter now. Thank you. So Alright, guys. So tomorrow is about Fallen Kingdom now. So apparently, don't forget to subscribe to more contents. Follow on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or find cameras, Twitch. Cocker Story Talk, Tumblr, Ember, Hangouts. Like it, comments in the links in the description today. So don't forget to watch on Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom TV spots today, and preceded by Jurassic World first movie trilogy for prequel trilogy on Jurassic Park 1993, The Lost World Jurassic Park 1997, and Jurassic Park 2001 to Jurassic Park 3 2001, and continue on. Very interesting there. You know what that means too. Don't forget to watch on the clips today on next week today. Love you guys. So feel free to go to V Worlds, guys. Don't forget. So keep it rich, minis.